back to the channel, guys. So happy to have you guys back here. It's your girl Rose with another episode. Okay, so today obviously we're going to talk about the age of attraction again, the last episode. And to be honest with you, if I didn't commit myself to watching the entire show, I don't think I would have finished it. But because I've committed to it, we're going to persevere and finish recapping the show, the entire show. But for those of you that watched my last video on it, and if you watch the entire video, at the end I said, this show feels to me that is overly scripted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time, because I didn't want to play a segment of when the couple are talking to each other and committed to each other, because this episode was the episode where they would essentially, what happened is that they separated for like a week or two, a few days, just to clear their minds, to understand if they want to move forward with that person, and be committed to that person. So one person could say that yes, and the other person could say no. Both parties could say yes. Okay. So usually what I do is I play segment of the show so you guys can hear it and visualize it. To be honest with you, this time around, I'm not gonna do that. There is a TikToker that did a very good thing, or he explained the situation, he broke down what happened very quickly. So we're gonna watch that now, and I'm gonna come back with my commentary.
Action watchers, let's talk about these commitment ceremonies, and also let's talk about the reunion details. After finishing this show, I have two words: cancel it. I want this show canceled. I want it canceled, because no. Let's start with Teresa and Prince Harry. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the monologues about, oh, this is not gonna work outside of this regular experiment, it was getting a little boring. It was getting a little tired. And it seemed like they had discussed, like, this is a commitment. And Prince Harry was very confused, like, oh, like, what are you saying? And something about that letter was interesting to me, because y'all telling me y'all mom been dating this man for about two, 3 weeks. And y'all sending this letter. And y'all met the man one time. Y'all talk about, you make my mama so happy. And, you know, save it. Save it. Somebody said they seemed like the letter was fake. Oh, no. Then talk about, oh, that letter really changed my mind. Girl, be for real. She really truly is like a self-sabotager. Then we got Libby and Andrew, and again, I'm still ride for the fact that I don't think she's experienced enough in life to be doing this. But again, she's like, we can make this work. And he talk about, I've never been in love like this before. And blah, 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 blah. Save it. Save it. I think this is a very much we can enjoy in the moment, but I don't see this working out. I'm sorry. I actually don't see nobody working out. Let's start there. Maybe just the age difference thing. I don't see none of these people working out, but let's continue. Then we got Derek and Pfeiffer. Now, I will say, definitely was rooting for them, and I was very surprised. I think they the one, and then she's like, yeah, I'm going to move to Dallas, and here's the key. Somebody got a key. I'm losing my train of thought. Somebody got a key. I swear all these people got the same life. That one I'm not too surprised about. Now, I will say I was having a little doubts when she was talking about, oh, like, am I giving up my, like, values, like, doing this? Then she was like, but then I could see that, that was fine. So, congrats to all involved. Then we got Leah and Chris. Chris was truly zoned out, and he definitely did not know how to tell her, I don't want this. Because the way she was sitting there, and I'm going to be honest with you, Leah should have read the room, because that man's posture and his energy was off. I could feel it through the screen. So I know it had to be worse in person. And she's in there, oh, I can, I would commit. No, Leah. No, baby. I think he enjoyed the concept of her, but I don't think he enjoyed her all the way. And last but not least, we have, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember their names. So let's continue to chat. I did not see this coming. I did not see this engagement coming, especially because it was like 3-4 weeks into the thing. And I'm thinking, like, I guess she almost 50, so I guess time is not on nobody's side for real. Hey, again, I don't see this working out. I just don't see nobody working out. But the reunion will drop next week, April 1st, on the Viall Files. at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The trailer is up on the Wildfile YouTube page. It's very low budget. It won't be on Netflix, so don't go on Netflix thinking about I ain't seen no reunion. It's gonna be on YouTube. It looks very low budget because it's at the Vile Studio. And again, I'm assuming this is one of them things where Netflix was like, you know what, to save costs, we just gonna let Nick exclusively do it on his podcast, and it looked very cheap. But again, I will be watching because again, we can't be quitters. We gotta watch the reunion too to see who's still together.
Watch my previous video about this series, and you watched it all the way to the end, you would have remembered me saying that this show feels really scripted. I'm probably gonna adjust myself a bit closer so you guys can see me more. Closer. Okay, that's much better. The show felt really scripted to me, and it is. It is super scripted, okay? And I'm going to need Natalie. I want to call her Natasha so bad. Natalie. I don't even remember her name, to be honest with you. I'm gonna need Natalie to come forward and Nick to come forward, okay? Because the way that they tried to give Leah the angry, desperate, alone Black girl arc is ridiculous to me. It's completely ridiculous to me. They completely use that girl, and it's so apparent. It's so visible. You can see it in how they edited her. You could see it how they gave her almost no airtime. It was specifically, they were trying to specifically make her the angry Black girl, and I am so happy that she didn't fall victim of that double standard.
I found out that my family scene was cut because we were short on time. But as you guys probably have seen, everyone in the cast had their family scenes shown. Some had friends, family, more than one family member, and some of them even got a second appearance with their family. And when my family couldn't even get 1 minute, it's sad. It doesn't feel right. I just feel like I'm just a filler. I was hurt. Yes, I'm clingy, I can be overbearing, sure. But it's like, what does that have to do with my sister-in-law coming and us having a good time? Whether they can just show how she reacted to his age. You know what I'm saying? Just something. I didn't need a lot. I don't mind my storyline. It's fine. I do whatever you gotta do to me. I don't care. But to cut the one person that showed up for me, it hit different. I'm not trying to tell anyone how to feel. I'm just trying to show you what wasn't shown. It's really conspicuous that we don't get to see Leah's family or friends, especially considering how the hosts treat her at the end of the episode. We've got to remember that she's the only Black woman on the show, and it really hit me hard at that point. What's going on, Netflix? What did you cut out and why?
So if you guys remember, when I did my first review, I remember, you guys may remember me saying that Leah was annoying, and later on I was able to understand her better, okay? Understand the fact that she is always alone because of her work, and the fact that she's not able, her work is, she's always moving, right? Being a flight attendant, it doesn't allow you to have a very stable personal life. After I heard her story, I was able to sympathize with her. I still believe in my heart to heart that Leah has to create for herself a better social environment for her, like more friends, more of a balance, work balance kind of thing. Maybe if she is open to it, maybe change career so like that she has a little bit more stability. But after hearing her in this episode saying that she is a hopelessly romantic girl, I understand her because I am a cured I am a cured, hopelessly romantic girl because I was like that too until life made sure that that was completely purged out of me by going through life and going through experiences and then seeing reality for what it is. It's good to have those like hopelessly romantic vibe. It can give you tunnel vision to have that. It can 100% give you tunnel vision, and not in a good way, in a bad way, where whatever action people do, whatever they do against you, you may see it as, okay, we can work on that. Okay, this, okay, that. Love is supposed to be, I hate when people say that, like love requires work. But a lot of people use that as an excuse to mistreat people. Or when you work too hard at something, it's also bad. Anyways, let's go back to Leah because I'm going on a tangent. You know, guys, you'll learn this about me. I always say this is gonna be a quick video, and then 50 minutes later, I'm still talking. Oh my God. I didn't realize how much I like to talk until I started this channel. We learn something new about ourselves all the time. Anyways, so also guys, remember on my previous video when I said the look that Natalie gave Leah told me everything I was supposed to know. The disdain in her eyes is something that you cannot miss. There was some kind of, I'm going to humble you. I'm going to put you on your place. And as a Black girl that is super confident, I've seen this look on people before, directed to me, right? I can see it when I walk inside, when I walk in a room and I'm super confident, and I usually walk, it's just the way I am. I walk like I own the place. It's just, even if I'm not confident, even if I'm sad that day, I will always walk in a room like I own the place, okay? So much so people are like, do we know her? Like, should we be worried about this girl? Who is she? You know, that's my vibe. But because that's my vibe, I've seen it in people, and especially white people and me. I can see it when they're like, I want to humble her. Sometimes, depending on what I say, my accent comes out, and whenever they hear my accent, they try even harder to humble me. And sometimes I fumble my words, and even harder to humble me. It doesn't work. It never works. It will never work. And that's exactly what I saw Natalie try to do to Leah. And I love, and I'm gonna say it again, I love that Leah did not bite the bait. She didn't. She stayed quiet. She understood it. She's smart. She understood it. She stayed quiet, and she did not make it more of a moment. She didn't give her a moment because Natalie was looking for a moment. Okay? And the production was also looking for a moment because Leah and what's his name? Yeah, Leah and Chris are the only one that didn't get out of that situation being a full couple. Everybody else got out of the situation during the ceremony, decided to leave as a couple. And based on what we saw, none of them should have left as a couple. It made it seem like it was scripted by the production to try to alienate or to try to separate Leah from the rest of the people. And I know that's true because the vow on the Val couple, so Natalie and Nick, they have their own show, they have their own broadcast. It's called the Val Files, or the Val, whatever it's called, okay? I'll have a picture right over here. Okay, they have their own broadcast, and they had everybody on that separately, having one-on-one interviews, or having two people from their show together being interviewed. But I have yet to see Leah on her one-on-one interview. Okay, and you can say to me, well, Leah wasn't the only black girl there. Vanelle was a black girl, and they kind of give her a really good edit. Yes, because there's a social difference. Okay, Vanelle fits the aesthetic. Okay, she fits the Caucasian aesthetic. She behaves like the other girls. She is younger, so they're not going to give her, or they're not going to attempt to give her the angry black girl, because that angry black girl is usually for somebody that is a bit older. Some may see them as bitter or anything like that, so they're not going to do that. However, what they did succeed on doing is when a black girl is younger, what they're going to do is overly sexualize her. Okay, and Vanelle helped them do that to her. Okay, notice the show is insane. Notice that for the two white girls, we didn't see any, or we didn't hear any bedroom activities. We didn't hear them touching their partner. We didn't hear none of that. All we saw was them kissing their partners, and that's it. For the two younger ones. For Vanelle, we heard a few conversation about sex and all that. And I guarantee you that Libby and Andrew, the way that Andrew was all over Libby, that he tried to sleep with Libby, or at least touched her a couple of places. I'm sure of that, okay? Pfeiffer and Derek, I'm sure that they had a little bit of nookie, blah, blah, but their show probably chose to edit that out. Like, the way that the show made sure to label Leah like she was completely alone, and I didn't mention it before on my other review because I didn't know if Leah was truly alone. I didn't know if Leah was truly by herself. And I didn't want to put an emphasis on that because as a girl that comes from a broken home, I understand that sometimes your people can show up, right? I'm close with my brother and whatnot. So I know that if I do a show like this, he's going to show up at least. But the other people in my family, I have no expectation for them to do so. Well, I don't even know if he would show up. He doesn't like public, he doesn't like to be visible so much, so I'm not too sure if he would actually show up. So I would probably have the arc of being alone. So I didn't want to emphasize that maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. But the fact that the show purposely edited her section out tells me everything I needed to know. Okay, so my black girls, if you're gonna go and do a show like this, be very careful because the way that they're going to edit you, it depends on how you look. It depends. Leah is beautiful. Okay, side note, Leah, if you're watching this, you're beautiful. And I think what this show is going to do for you is help you understand yourself better. I saw that you already mentioned that you noticed that you are a little bit clingy. And yes, that is true, you are. I still think that you have to grow out of your hopelessly romantic persona. And after you do that, I guarantee you that life will open its arm for you. You're beautiful, you look good, your skin is glowing. That dress was yummy on you. And for my Black girls that are watching me, know this. It is okay to desire love. Trust me, it's okay to desire love. But don't be overly obsessed with it. Live your life. Be the sexist person that you were meant to be, okay? When love shows up, it shows up. If love never shows up for you in that way, it will show up for you in different ways. I live in reality. I will never, ever, ever, ever tell you that, oh yeah, do this, do that, do this, do that, and it's gonna work out for you. We don't know. We have hope. We hope that it's gonna work out for us. We hope that there's a little bit of luck in life, a little bit of luck, a little bit of good timing that is needed in life. And there's a little bit of, we don't know. It may happen when you're 35 that you find somebody for you. It may happen when you're 25. It may happen when you're 45. It may happen when you're 65. This is what's frustrating about life, is you never ever know how it's going to work out. So have fun. Have fun while you're waiting. Okay? That's my take on what I have to say. All in all, when it comes to the show, I feel like the show had a missed opportunity. A missed opportunity to really dive in the different stereotype that age gap has, right? Men versus women. That, I think, was the biggest point about the show, is that it is more socially accepted for a man to have a big age gap with their partner than it is for a woman to have a big age gap with her partner. The missed opportunity is that we didn't spend more time with the older contestant and really getting to know them, getting to know their mindset, getting to know how they're viewing everything, getting to break that down for us. And we didn't spend enough time with the younger contestant and really dive in. Really ask them the question, is there anything that you find gross about the older person? Is it some conversation that you feel awkward having with them? Do you think of, like, I don't know, like, there's so many ways that they could have made this show a bit deeper. Then it seems like they were chasing a moment that never happened. Okay, they were chasing drama that really never happened. And again, because the only person they were targeting for the drama was Leah, to be honest with you. And Leah was like, no, I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to beg you to stay with me. I'm not about to compromise my integrity. I'm not about to do any of that. Okay, she did give us a small moment when they were sitting on the table, but she was able to wise up very quickly that I'm being set up. The setup was real. Okay? I'm gonna keep it here because really I don't want to keep talking, and knowing me, I can literally do it, and I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk for an hour. So we're gonna keep it simple here. Guys, let me know if you guys feel the same way I feel. Let me know if you picked or if you saw the same thing I saw, or if you saw something else that I didn't see. Let's start the conversation.
Think So what we suspected was gonna happen did end up happening. Logan proposed to Vanessa and the girlie said yes. Vanessa is the girlie that has been engaged 4 times prior in her life. I just cannot, you guys. Like, I need to know the backstory on why Logan thought it was a good idea to propose to her after knowing each other for just a few weeks. Like, I feel like this was a producer planted idea and was meant to be some sort of big sign of like, oh, I am ready to commit. But I just feel like it's kind of messy. Like, let's be so for real right now. The producers don't actually care if Logan and Vanessa stay together or whether or not this ends with a broken engagement. Like, they don't give a shit. At the end of the day, this is their job to make an entertaining show, and they definitely knew that an engagement at the end of the first season would be big. I will say that I did see Vanessa go on the Vile Files and talk about her thoughts on her previous engagements. It seems like she views it more as just a sign of commitment in a relationship moving forward, not necessarily like a let's get married tomorrow or start planning a wedding. So I guess it's fine. But as a viewer on the show, it just feels so over the top for no reason. The show starts off as like, oh, we just want to see if age matters or not, and then it seems like the producers really pushed for the show to get more serious to the point that Pfeiffer's moving to a new state and uprooting her life, and here we get an engagement. Let's be so for real, like, this just doesn't feel like reality. I don't know, let me know what you guys think.